Recording in progress.
Dear students, good morning to all of you. Am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah. So yesterday we did not met. We did not met. So even I felt very much inconvenient because I did not speak to you. I did not speak to you. Yeah. So please try to listen carefully. Am I audible for all of you? Am I audible for all of you? Yes, ma'am. So please try to adjust from your side. I am clear from my side. Please adjust from your side now. Yes. Let's move forward. Let's move forward to the subject. Let's move forward to the subject. Okay. Let us. So yesterday class was missed because there was some small technical issue was there. There was some small technical issue. That's why the class was not taken place yesterday. And I'm regretting for your inconvenient and don't feel for that. Okay. So please adjust from your side, ma. Adjust from my side. I'm clear. From my side, I'm clear. So take care about your side. Take care about your side. Okay. Right. So let us start with what was our last class concept? Functions. Functions. What is the type of functions? What is the purpose of functions? Can anybody can tell in the class? The purpose of functions is to perform the operations and provides reusability. To perform certain operation and we can reuse the same code again and again. So the purpose of functions is to perform certain operation. Yes, dear students, please coming to the quickly the subject functions. So we started yesterday the introduction to functions we started. Introduction to functions we started. There in that structured programming, unstructured programming. Just let me repeat. Structured programming, unstructured programming. And their purpose of function, functions concept is to perform. Functions are always used to perform certain operation and provides reusability of the code. And provides reusability of the code. Reusability of the code. So without functions concept, we can't perform any type of operation. Without functions concept, we can't perform any type of operation. And how many types of functions are there? 2 types of functions are there. Right. So definition of function also I explained. Subprogram of main program is called function. Subprogram of main program is called function. A part of main program is called function. Subprogram of main program is called function. And the slogan of functions is what? Write once or define once and call anywhere else, anywhere in the program. Anywhere in the program. That means reusability is providing. Who is providing? In other words, functions concept always provides code reusability. It's not only used for performing the operations, dear students. It can also perform. Yes, ma, who is this person? Switch on the video. Vikas, switch off your video. So please switch off your videos. So functions are meant for, in real time, functions are always used for performing certain operation and provides code reusability. Provides what? Code reusability. Right. Nice. Now it is a time to see. And in the last class, we had some type of discussion also. We had some type of very good discussion. And then structured programming advantages, unstructured programming, structured programming advantages, unstructured programming drawbacks, we have seen it. Fine. Right. No problem, Vikas. Please follow. So in unstructured programming, we are writing the same code again and again. Come on, be careful, everybody. So again and again. So we got problems here. Development time is more, execution time is more, memory space is more, redundancy of the code is increasing like anything. To overcome this type of problem, we are supposed to go to the concept of structured programming. We are going. Structured programming we are using. In structured programming, we have the concept of functions. See, we defined the function only one time. And such a function, they are calling again and again. Tell me, in the last class also, we called the function again and again. Who will provide the concept of functions? Unstructured or structured? Who will provide the concept of structured and who will provide the concept of functions? Structured programming will provide. Structured programming will provide the concept of functions. And mathematical knowledge also I gave to you. And the last class I taught to you one more point called what? One more point also explained. What is that point? How many parts of the functions are there? How many parts of the functions? How many parts? 2 parts are there. Excellent. Super. Number one, please. Number 1. Function definition, function calls. Super students. I thought you may, okay, 1 minute, something is open. So let me go to I will open into paintbrush. Let me open this one. Function, this is called function definition. These are all called what? Function call. This is called function call. Yes, super. And G of 4 is called what? Error. Because it is a function call, because there is no function definition for it. Right. So for my satisfaction, all of you tell me. For my satisfaction, all of you tell me. Why do you use functions? Last and final. Why do you use function? Quickly, some small questionnaire. Then I will move forward. Why do you use functions? To perform certain operation. And provides what? Code reusability. Excellent. Super students. Really very nice. Code reusability. What is the purpose of functions? Okay. What is the purpose? Okay, you said code reusability. What is the definition of function? Excellent, ba. What is the definition of function? Definition of function. Yes, a part of main program. Atulya, very good ma. A subprogram of main program. Subprogram of main program is called what? Function. Is called what? Function. Two definitions I said. A part of main program, subprogram of main program is called function. Excellent. Excellent. How many parts of the functions are there? How many parts of the functions are there? Two types. One is called what? One is called what? Function call. One more is called what? Function definition. Excellent. Which is the most important component? Which is the most important component? Function definition. Which is the most important thing? Function definition. Once we have a function definition, we can call many number of times. Super. Why I am recapitulating is because one day gap came na. That's why. Yesterday some small technical issue was there. Okay, come on. How many types of functions we have? How many types of functions we have? Two types of functions are there. Number one is what? Number one is what? In front of it is available. Predefined functions or built-in functions. Programmer defined functions, user defined functions, custom defined functions. Predefined functions are those. Predefined functions are already developed by the language developers and they are available in Python library and they are always used for universal operations. Universal operations. It's a very wonderful definition. See, mom. Now, len function, print function, type function, id function, append function, remove function, etc. are called what? Predefined function examples. Come to the next one, programmer or user or custom defined functions. These functions are defined by the programmer, means you people. Language programmers means you people. And they are available as a part of Python project. And they are used by you people. They are used by your team members for performing what operation? Common operation. Common operation. Dear students, example. What is an example? EMP insert, student details. I want to get student details. I just want to get student details data. Student details, I want to get it. Student details. Get values, student data. I want to get student data. Student data, I want to get it. Get values, these are all called various functions. We are going to discuss. And moreover, I told you in last class, parts of the function. At the time of dealing with function, there must exist two parts. They are, number one, function definition and then function calls. Function definition and function calls. Function definition must exist only once, whereas function calls can exist multiple times. Multiple times. Yes, ma. Thank you, ma. Sonali, thank you. For every function call, there must exist a function definition. Otherwise, we get what? Error. Super. Coming to the point of it. Next, I am entering into the next level discussion. So, I recapitulated my previous class because one day gap came na. Even I felt a little inconvenient because I did not take yesterday's class because of technical issue. Okay. Now I recapitulated 5 minutes back about my previous class. So I hope you are up to date, right, Amma? Are you up to date? Shall I move forward? Please give me a green signal now. I will go further. Please give me a green signal. I will go move forward. Yes, green signal granted. Now I am starting my train. I will start my train. Let's start. Look at. Yes. Please, yes, ma. Yeah, granting permission. Thank you. Let me move forward. Let us take, now I am going for syntax for defining the function in Python. Super concept I am going to introduce. What is the next one? Syntax. This I am going to enter into the syntax. See, super. Today we must fire like anything in the class. We must fire like anything in the class. Syntax for defining programmer defined function or just syntax for defining function in Python, because I can't imagine how much important this concept is. Because if you want to become an extraordinary student in the Python programming, this is a heart for you. And how easy it is, you can't imagine. You can't imagine. Dear students, for my satisfaction, please come on back. Please come on back. Now I am taking. See how easily I am going to make you to understand my concept of functions. How easily with left hand, left finger, I will make you to understand my concept. Let's start here. See, I am going to take it as sum. And don't take it as a computer science function. Computer science function. Yes, ma, Govinda, I'm myself is correct, ma. Myself, I'm very perfect. Please check your side once, ma. Govinda. Please check your side. From my side, I am clear. From my side, I am clear. Because if any problem is there, myself only will come to know. Please check at your side. Please join with audio. Please join with audio. Govinda, please join with audio. Yeah. Come to the point of it. X comma y. Sum is equal to x comma y is equal to x plus y. X plus y. This is called my function. This is called my function. This is called my function definition. This is called my function definition. I hope you people are getting. It is called my function definition. Okay. Now, see this is called my function definition. All of you. It's called my function definition. Okay. Now, as I told you earlier, any type of operation you want to perform, any type of operation you want to perform, compulsory you must use what? Functions. Any type of operation you want to do, you must use functions. Functions are meant for performing operations. To perform any type of operation, compulsory you must give the input, right or not? To do any type of operation, you need to do some type of input, you need to give it. So you take human body. If your human body want to perform, you need to give some type of food for it. You need to give some type of food for it. This is nothing but what? Input to be given compulsorily. Come on, just go to the mathematics. Whenever you feel difficulty, go to the mathematics immediately. What this is called? What this is known as? Function definition. What are these called? What are these called? Function calls. Function calls. Come on, start quickly. How it was processed yesterday. Let us start the discussion. What is this 2 is called input. Input going to where? Function call. Once you say function call, it is going to the definition. X is going to contain what value? Everybody, please. X is going to contain what value? 2. Enter into the process area. Enter into the process area. What is that value? X square. 2 into 2. 2 square. And it is going to give you the result back. It is going to give you the result back. What is the result is coming? 4. In Java, it is a little difficult. In Python, it is dead easy for you. Okay, finished. Now come on to the point next. F of 4. F of 4 is called what? Function call. Function call. Function call. It will go to where? Function definition. Function definition. What is the value of x now? Yes, ma, please. 4. 4 square. 4 square is called what? 16. The result is called 16. The result 16 is coming. 16. Next, f of x. F of x is called what again? F of x is called function call. Function call. Going to this place. X is containing 6. 6 is going to be 6 square. It is going to process and giving. Dear students, once again, because I want to introduce some extra terminology for you. Some extra terminology, please. What is this 2? First of all, what is this? You tell me. What is this line? All of you. Question to answer. Please, come on to the point. What is this is called? Quickly. Function call. Function call. Now I am saying, what is this 2 is called? What is this 2 is called? Input. All of you. Functions are meant for performing the operation. To perform the operation, we must give compulsory input. What is this 2 is called? All of you. Question to answer. Input. Once a function call is taking place, where it is going? Where it is going? Function definition. Yeah, function definition. Excellent. Excellent. What is this 2 is called once again? What is this 2 is called? Input. This input stored in where? X. This input is stored in where? X. X is called formal parameter. Today, everybody must learn. X is called formal parameter. X is called formal parameter. Chetan, listen what I am explaining. Listen first. Or Chetan, listen. Whatever I am saying, listen. You will get perfection. You will become a king at the end of the class. Chetan, if you type on your own, you will go out of order. Compulsory, you will go out of order. And later I am not responsible. If you listen the class compulsory, you will become a king. Otherwise, it's up to you. X is called what? Come on, everybody. Once again, type it. Whatever I am saying, you do that. You will become wonderful. X is called what? Formal parameter. Formal parameter is holding which value? Formal parameter is holding which value? 2. Input. Now tell me, why do you use formal parameter? Now you tell me. Why do you use formal parameter? To hold the input value. To hold the input value. To hold the input value. To store the input value. Excellent. Now people will ask tomorrow. People will ask tomorrow. What is a formal parameter? There are so many parameters are there in the classroom, which I am going to explain. There are so many number of parameters are there in the classroom. We are going to discuss so many. First parameter you are going to come across. What is that? Formal parameter. Formal parameter is used to store the input in the function definition. Okay. X is going to contain what? 2. What is this X is called? Formal parameter. Then come on to the point. After that, it is coming to x square. X square is called our logic. X square is called our logic. Yes, Shivakumar, excellent ma. Formal parameters are used to store the input used in the function definition. Extraordinary, Shivakumar, super. Srusti, very good. Formal parameters are used for storing the inputs. See, this type of answers, if you give me, I will be having lot of happiness. That means my student is understanding and is expressing also. That is more than enough to become a successful. Atulya, also super. Extraordinary students. So, yes, Matulya, good. So, X is going to be called a formal parameter used to store our input. Every function will compulsory send the input. To store that input, I will use one variable. It is like a variable only, used to store our input. In the function definition I am using, that's why it is called a formal parameter. I am just saying one word here. What is that? What is that? I am using formal parameter. I am using second one, that is called formal parameter. Okay. Now one more point I am asking you. One more point. What is this only F is called? Only F. Only F. Don't get tension. Only F. Only F. Only F. Yes, please, all of you. Please, ma. Only F is called what? Function name. F is known as what? Function name. See, to define a function, how many things we need, sir? If anybody did not hear my voice, please join with audio. Please join with audio. 1 or 2 students are saying, sir, voice is little low. Please join with audio. So, F is called what name? Function name. Function name. Function name. So, I am writing here. First point is required called what? Function name. See how easy it is? Function name. Function name. Very good. Next, after this function name, function name is there, formal parameter is there. Once this 2 is coming and storing here, and that X will be processed, this is called logic of your problem statement. Logic. Logic means what type of problem you are solving. I am squaring the given number. Any function you want to define, compulsory we need what? Logic is required. That is nothing but a piece of code we need to write. Block of statements we need to write. That is known as what? Logic. That is called problem solving logic. Extraordinary word I will write it. Problem solving logic. Problem solving logic. Problem solving logic we can call. So, depends on our problem. Depends on our problem, we will be writing. Depends on our problem, we will be writing the logic. So, without logic, we cannot do anything. Excellent, ma'am. Excellent. So, Lakshmi, very good. Atulya, very good. So, to solve any type of problem, we need to write compulsory logic. Dear students, to define any function in our Python, how many points you need to remember? How many points do you need to remember? 3 points. For my satisfaction, all of you type and show me. All of you type and show me. Don't write 3 points. Write the name of the 3 points. These are the 3 points to remember to define a function. 3 points, 3 things required. 3 things are required to define a function. To define function. Excellent. 3 points required to define a function. Anybody is not defining, anybody is not writing, I'll give imposition for you. Please write it. 3 things required to define a function. One is called what? Function name, formal parameter, problem solving logic. Excellent. Okay. Now, for my satisfaction, once again, now I'm putting the question. Okay, ma, super. You are extraordinary. Right. Now, yes, ma, super. Everybody typed it. That's why 9 o'clock means I have special affection on you. 9 o'clock means I have special affection on my students. 9 o'clock students will follow exactly what I say in the class. Right. And you may say, sorry, you will say the same sentence in all batches. You may say all the things in all batches like that. Yes. So really I'm telling to you, 9 o'clock means I have little extra affection on you. Because, yeah, follow the leader. Okay, nice. Last and final, ma. Right. Okay, we understand that. Finally, why I'm going to discuss this entire thing? Because once we started programming in functions, you should understand like anything. Yeah. Last and final. What is this is called? This circled part is called what? Quickly. Yes. Function call. Excellent. What is this 2 is called? What is this 2 is called? Very good. Very good. Input. Once we call the function, where it will go? Once we call the function, where it will go? Once we call the function, where it will go? Function definition. Super. Function definition. In the function definition, where is the input is stored? Where is the input is stored? Formal parameter. Formal parameter. Formal parameter. And that x. What is the value of x now? What is the value of x? 2. And next it will go to which logic? Which logic it will go to? Problem solving logic. Problem solving logic. Executed and giving the result back. Giving the result back. Easy or difficult? Is it easy or difficult? Easy or difficult? Easy, sir. Let's move to the next discussion. Look at that. What is this sum of? What is this sum of is called? All of you. The moment when you look at what is this is called, little more concept I'm increasing. What is this circled part is called? Yes. Yes, ma, Tulya, thank you. What is this is called? Function definition. Excellent. Let's start. I'm entering 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. I'm entering. 2, 3. I'm entering. 2, 3. 2, 3. Where is the 2 is getting stored and where is the 3 getting stored? 2 is stored in x and 3 is stored in where? Y. 2 is stored in x, 3 is stored in y. Right. What are x and y are called here? What are x and y are called? Excellent. What is 2 and x and y are called? Formal parameters. Super. X plus y is called what? X plus y is called what? Problem solving logic. Problem solving logic. And giving the output as what? What is my output is giving? 5. What is my output is giving? 5. What is this process is? What is this is called? What is this is called? Inputs. And what is this is called? Function execution. And it is giving the output or not? And it is giving output or not? What you need to understand at this level is every function will do the process. Every function will do the process and gives you what? Output. Gives you what? Output. This point also to be rememberable here. Every function will take the input. Last and final. Every function will take the input and it will process with the business logic, with the problem solving logic and gives the output. Super. Every function will take the input. Every function will do the process. Process means problem solving logic executes and gives the output. and gives the output. So every function require input, every function will do the process, and every function will give the output. That I want to mention it. That I want to mention it. And you don't get confused with that. How many parts of the functions are there? 2, 3 parts of the function. Now I am writing what are the operations takes place in function. Operations takes place in function, right? Number one, first one takes input. Takes what? Input. That's one. Takes input. Next what? Process the input. Here I will write the word called capital process. Process the input. Process the input. Process the input. And next what? Gives output. Gives output. Gives what is that? Output. This is called gives output. Now, super. It takes input, it processes the output, and it gives the output. So now I am writing, if we define any function, as a programmer, we must ensure three operations. Compulsory. This is ma. As a function, yeah. Thank you, ma'am. If we define any function as a programmer, we must ensure three operations. They are number one. See that one by one. Now, very shortly, I'll come to the syntax. Once if I say syntax, now you will just like a jump in the class. A takes input. Next is called what? B is called what? Doing the process that. Next is called what? C is called what? Gives output. Is my things are clear? Now? So how many parts of the functions? Don't get confused. How many parts? Stop it. How many parts of the functions? 2 parts. Stop. How many parts? Don't get confused. Parts of the functions. I expected you will say 3 only. Because we are always so excited to listen the class. How many parts of the functions? 2. Function definition, function call. Operations takes in function. Operations takes place in function definition. Operations takes place in functions development. If you want, I can write functions development. What are the operations takes place in the function development? Any function you develop, it is for operation purpose. What is that operation to do it? Takes input. Process that input. Gives output. You will take the food as input. That is processed by your digestive system. It will give the energy to read the Python notes. Output is energy to read the Python notes. Am I clear? Yes. Atulya. Super, ma. This way of giving the conclusion, some of the students are giving the conclusion also. They are understanding and they are expressing their what they understand. That is required for the student. Slowly, our students will come to that stage of what? Perfect. Yes. Now, I am entering into the subject of syntax for defining the function. Last and final. How many points are required to define a function? Number 1, function definition. Next, function name. Number 2 is called what? Formal parameters. Number 3 is what? Block of statements. These things are compulsory for us to remember. If you want to define a function, 3 points are required to define. So that things I am going to define. Now, syntax for to define a function. Dear students, now I am going to write it. This I will explain through some what do you call, this paintbrush I will explain, because some coloring kind of concept I want to give you. Some small coloring kind of description I want to give you. Okay, right. Syntax for defining a function. In Python. To define any type of function in Python, we are going to use this. What is the syntax? To define a function in Python, one sentence I'll write. To define a function to define a function in Python programming, we use the following syntax. We use the following syntax. What is the syntax here I am using? We are writing this one. Just follow me. We are using the following syntax. One by one, I will write it. See the syntax, dear students. Now I am writing def to define a function in Python. We will use a keyword called def. We use a keyword called def. I am writing very carefully. Try to watch it. Def is a keyword which is nothing but definition. Def is a keyword used to define the function. In Java, it's very difficult. In Python, it is dead easy. What is the keyword you are using to define a function? What are the keywords used to define a function? Def keyword. Def is a keyword. To define a function, how many points to remember I said? What is the first point you need to remember? First one, function name. Okay, let us come back. One by one I will explain. Def, what I'll say? Function name. F-U-N-C name. Function name is after all. Function name is after all one variable name. Valid Python variable name. Def is a keyword. Def is a keyword used for defining the function name. Function name is after all one valid variable name treated as a name of the function. Open the bracket. This is nothing but brace. Schema, as we discussed just now. To define any type of function, we require function name I took, sir. And next I took it as what? Formal parameters I need to take it. For that now I will write function name. Now I am writing list. Is it taking one formal parameter or more number of formal parameters? Is it taking one formal parameter or more number of formal parameters? Either one or more. List of formal parameters. Dear students, formal parameters. Because very coolly you need to listen this topic. Formal parameters. Schema carefully. List def function name, FUNC name, list of formal parameters. Indentation symbol now. Indentation symbol. Yeah. Formal parameter can be one or more. I will tell you the approaches also. We are entering into the super discussion. Function name, list of formal parameters, indentation symbol. See that? Indentation symbol. Right? After that, we are going to start here. Statement 1. Already you know, ma. Statement 1. Statement 2. So on. We will write what? We will write many statements. We will write it. We write these statements as called block of statements we can call. Statement N. This is called statement N. This is called statement N. These statement 1, statement 2, statement N are called block of statements. This is called problem solving logic. How to solve the problem solving logic, how to improve it, I will take care. And moreover, see, I will take up. First, let me start here. Here, we are writing some type of comments to the function. Comments means what? What is this function is doing? You are just writing the description of this function, and it is optional to write. It is not a mandatory to write, but I am telling, when you are defining a function, tomorrow if you become an expert, you will be writing some type of comments for this function. Generally, we can use a hash symbol, but they are saying to you, you can hash is going to be what? Single line comment. Yes, ma, Omkar. Subhashri, listen ma, we will write hash is for what? Single line comment. Multi-line comment, how do you give it? Multi-line, how do you write it? Excellent. Srusti, Omkar, very good. Triple double quotes or triple single quote. All of you. Triple single quote, triple double quotes. We will use the comment. Now I am writing double triple quotes, triple quotes, triple quotes, double triple quotes. Now I am writing. Now I am writing doc string, doc string, doc string. Nothing but what? Document string. Nothing but describing the functionality of your function. Describing the functionality of your function. Is it mandatory to define or optional to define? Is it mandatory to define or optional to define? Yes, ma? Is it mandatory to define or optional to define? It is strictly optional to define. Doc string is optional to define. Optional to define. Doc string is called optional to define. I may define, I may not define. Just only for the syntax purpose, I am just telling to you. I am just telling for you the syntax purpose. I may define, I may not define. Dear students, come on to the point back. Quickly, I am going to write it. This thing is nothing but syntax for defining a function. So doc string is optional to define or mandatory to define? Doc string. Doc, DOC, not DOCK. That's what, ma. Chetan, you have to concentrate. Doc string is nothing but describing the functionality of a function name. Because once you define, your team member is coming and understanding tomorrow by seeing that description. That is why it is known as what? A doc string. Are you understanding the doc string? Chetan, are you understanding? Yes. Now, with your permission, if you carefully follow me, this entire thing is known as what? Dear students, this entire thing is known as what? This entire part is known as what? Yes, I need to know. This entire part is known as what? Known as what? Function definition. Super. In the entire function definition, if with your permission, I am going to say this part is there. This part, indentation up to this part is called function heading. Function heading. Spell out. What is that? Function heading. And this part is there now. The another part which I am saying. This is called a function body. This is called a function body. Body. This total thing is known as what? Function definition. This total thing is known as function definition only. The total thing is called a function definition. No doubt in that. This entire thing is called a function definition. This entire thing is known as function definition. Function definition contains how many parts? Two parts are there. One is called what? Function heading, function body. Function heading, function body. Just I will write it. Just for your understanding purpose. Just for your understanding purpose. It is known as what? Function body. Function body. And this part is known as what? This part is known as what? This part. This part is known as what? Here I am saying function, this arrow part. Function heading. Function heading. Function heading. And no, because a lot of subheadings are there. Both of them are combinedly together is known as what? Function definition. Function definition. Function definition. For my satisfaction, you tell me, function definition contains how many parts? Function definition contains how many parts? Two parts. Function definition contains how many parts? Two parts. So if you just want to follow me, I will give you the clarity here. Now, this is only formula for you. Function definition is equal to, see, I am writing function definition is equal to function heading plus function body. I will adjust it, ma. Function body. Function heading plus function body. Yeah, more than enough. Function heading, function body. Yes. Now, let us coming to the point of it. Here I am writing function heading plus function body. It is more than enough. Now I am saying function heading plus function body. 1 minute. Because I want to see a colorful definition for you people. A colorful definition I want to say. Right. Plus I want to say function body. function body, because it is most useful for me in the further. That's why I'm going to give you today itself. This is called a function definition formula. This is a function definition formula. So function definition is equal to how many parts will be there? How many parts will be there? Now, this part, if I don't give you very good clarity, you will get further problems. Function definition contains how many parts? 2 parts will be there. One is called what? Function heading plus function body. Right. Now, I will give you some explanation here. Let's start the explanation here. Let us start the explanation here. Explanation. Right. Which keyword you use to define the function? Which keyword you use to define the function? Quickly. Which keyword you use to define the function? Def keyword. Def keyword. What is the function name? What is the function name? What is the function name? After all, one valid variable name. After all, one valid variable name. Now I am writing the description here. First point I am writing. First point. Def is a keyword. Def is a keyword. Is a keyword. Def is a keyword which is used for defining the functions. Defining the functions. Defining the functions. Super. Next point I am writing. Another point I am writing. Another point. FUNC, function name. Function name is a valid variable name. Valid variable name. Variable name. And it is treated as. And it is treated as what name? Function name. Treated as a function name. Very shortly, I will come to the output. I will come to the output. Excellent. And next I will write it. Next I will write it. List of formal parameters. Super point that is. List of formal parameters. List of formal parameters. Parameters represents list of variables. List of variables used in function heading. See the word function heading. Yes or no? Function heading. Where is the formal parameters are used? In function heading or function body? Is it used in function heading or function body, dear students? Function, where we are using function heading, in the function heading. Used in function heading. And they are used for. And they are used for. Yes, they are used for. They are used for what purpose? Storing. What values? Storing the inputs. Storing the inputs coming from where? Function calls. Function calls. Perfect. Function calls. Used for storing the inputs coming from function call. Perfect. Used for values coming from where? Function call. Because all these things I will upload. All these things I will upload for you. All these things I will upload. Yes. Let's follow. Used for storing the values coming from function call. Super. Next I am going to write it. Next I am writing here. Let's follow. Statement 1. Statement 1, comma. Statement 2. Statement 2. So on. Statement N. Statement N represents statement 1, statement 2, statement N represents what? Represents list of represents block of statements. Represents what? Block of statements. Meant for problem solving logic. Meant for problem solving logic. Problem solving logic. Meant for problem solving logic. Meant for problem solving logic. Yes. And problem solving logic. And it should be a part of. And it should be. And it is. And it should be the part of. And it should be the part of. It should be the part of what? Function body. Function body. Are you following, ma? Are you following this? Function body. It should be the part of function body. Am I clear? Am I clear? Yes. It should be the part of function body. Nice. Now, today I am using one more kind of important statement. Important statement I am using. Dear students, I will use some special variables inside of the function body. This is a new point I am saying, ma. This is a new point I am saying. New point. What is the new point here? What is the new point here? Some special variable I am using. Some special variables I am using inside the function body. Inside the function body, we are using some variables here. Inside of the function body, we will use some variables. Why? To hold my temporary result. We call it as a local variables, we can call. Local variables. Local variables are those which are used in where? Some function body, which is used to store what? Like a temporary values, temporary results. Like when you go to a market, just on the way you are going, you have something you want to buy it, you are buying. They will keep that in some small temporary cover, that is known as what? Something like a local variable, right? So I'm writing this point here, if you understand me. The variables, the variables, the variables. I will explain all these things. The variables, the variables used in function body, the variables used in the function body, the variables used in the function body are called local variables, are called what? Local variables. And they are used for, I am writing, and they are used for storing temporary results, temporary results, temporary results. They are used for storing what results? Temporary results. They are used for storing the temporary results. Are you following this? Temporary results we store. So why the temporary results are going to be? We are going to tell you that. So we may pass. The variables used in the function heading are called formal parameters. The variables used in the function body are called what? Local variables we can call, are called local variables. This is a very, very important statement, and you don't forget this. So here I am using local variables. Here I am using what? Formal parameters. See, I am underlining some parts. Some parts I am underlining that you must have a special concentration on this area. Formal parameters, and the next is called a def keyword, def keyword, and then function name, and then function name. Now I am going to enter into the example part here. Example part I am going to example part. And the statement 1, statement 2, statement n are called block of statements, are called block of statements. Those kind of things we are going to use it. Done. So in the functions, how many variables we are using? In the functions, how many variables we are using? Quickly, all of you. How many variables we are using? 2 variables we are using. One is called what? One is called what? Formal parameters. One more is called what? Local variables. Local variables. Can I go to the program now? Can I go to the program now? Shall we understand? Yes. So listen, once you miss this class, you are going to miss everything in the further. Once you attend this class perfectly, further we can understand like anything. Shall we enter into the program part? Yes. Let's start with it's a syntax explanation of functions, right? Let me save it. Otherwise, we will forget to save it because I need to put it into your place also. Let us save this. First, let me save. Then after that, I will speak about it. In the notes part, I am talking syntax for defining the function. Syntax for defining the function. Yes. Then we are understanding the syntax for defining the function. Yes. Let's go for this. This is the one which we did so far. This is the one we done. Let's go for the program. Let's start the discussion. Move. So I'm going forward. Edit plus. See now. Let's start here. Others than this one. Fine. Now I'm going to function example 1. Function example 1. Look at, or approach number 1. I will take approach number 1. Or you just don't worry about it. Function example 1. Function example 1.py. Yeah, look at that. Right, ma? Please, yes, ma. Omkar, please follow this, ma. Please follow this. First, we will go for it. That's a only 2 minutes job. It is need not to worry about it. First, we need to understand about what? We need to understand what? Big coding, we need to get it. Big coding, we need to get it. Other things are just left hand, left finger. Omkar. Okay, na? Okay, na, ma? Yes. So, we have the discussion in the class. Don't worry. First, we will improve our coding standard. We are learning car driving. Don't go for beginning only. First, we will buy the small car. Later, we will go for other big cars. We will buy it. So first driving we need to know, na? Then only we can go to the further. Yeah. Let us start with the program for, now I am saying, program for calculating sum of two numbers. First example, sum of two numbers by using functions. Just to follow me. So what I am doing now? Yeah, fine. Coming to the point of it, define the function. So I'm just writing. See, where is my cursor is waiting? All of you must be careful in the programming of functions. Where is my cursor is pointing? Left corner. I am writing print of I am from beginning of function definition. Beginning of what? Function definition. Just why I am writing, you just understand it. After that, I am writing line number 4. I am at line number 4. Line number 4. Beginning. I am giving the clarity here. Okay. Sir, define the function. Def function name. What is my function name? Sum operation. SUMOP. It is taking two formal parameters. Def is a keyword used to define the function. Sum OP is called my function name. It is taking two parameters. A comma B. What is AB called? Quickly, everybody. What is AB called? Ashish. Formal parameters they are called. Atulya. Wrong. A and B are called what? Formal parameters we can call. Just now I completed the syntax also. Na? Once you say syntax wrong, we cannot do anything else then. A and B are called what? See, here very clearly I am saying A and B are called what? Formal parameters. Why do you use formal parameters in Java? Why do you use formal parameters in CPP, Java, .NET, Python? To hold the input values coming from the function call. Okay, so done. Indentation symbol, right? Press enter key. Writing doc string is an optional. Doc string means, look at doc string means I can write happily this function, some description I am writing, calculates sum of two numbers. For this purpose, I am just writing. Strictly speaking, you can write it in multiple lines also. You can do it. Sum of two numbers, like this also we can write it. But writing this description is optional. At this point of time, don't worry about the description. See, I started my function definition. Right? Done. Now you calculate. Please calculate the result. A plus B. After calculating A plus B, I must keep the result na. 4 spaces. Always ma. Indentation means 4 spaces. Compulsory. After indentation. Once again I am saying, you make your cursor here. Press enter key. It is exactly waiting there only. It is exactly waiting in that place only. Def. Now you see. This is called like this. Now it is waiting. Sum OP. Come on. Now I will add A plus B. I need to keep the result into another place or not? Yes, what is that? C is equal to. Hence C is called what? Here C is called what? What variable? Excellent. Local variable. Local variable used for what? Used for storing the result. storing result, storing result. Here I will write it. Here A and B, A and B and B are called formal parameters, formal params. A and B, A and B. I will write like this, where you can recognize clearly, because it's the first program, na, some small tension will be there. Once first program is over, you can enjoy. So C is called local variable. A plus B is called logic, processing logic. Enough. Once you calculate, you need to give the result back. You need to give the result back. To give the result back, like a C language, we will use a return statement. Return C. Return C. Omkar, listen, ma. Listen. Follow me, I told you. You only said that, sir, I will follow you. And you are excited and writing something. Return C. Return C. What is that return? Return is a statement. Return is a statement used to return the value. Yes, ma, Sonali. They need to follow the leader. They need to follow. Then you will become a leader. Atulya, yes. So C is equal to A plus B is a block of statement. Return C. Return is a statement used to give the value back. Used to give the value back. Return C. You are returning the value C. In C language, we will use return C. In C++, we use return C. C++ and Java, you use return C. Simple. Return is nothing but what? I am asking, what is your name? You are saying, sir, my name is Atulya, or my name is Sonali, or my name is Omkar, or my name is Teja. Like that you are giving to me. So you are returning your name. Return, you are giving your name. In other words, I am asking, what is 2 plus 3? How much? You are saying return. You are returning 5. Return 5. I am asking, where are you going? You are saying, I am going to my Python class. You are returning, I am going to Python class. It's the message you are returning. Anything you are answering, it is going to be called a return statement. Return is a statement used to return the value. Used to return the value. The speciality of Python is return statement can return either one value or two values, like three values. Yes, ma, Venkateshwar. Exactly. Return is like a reply. Excellent. Return is like a replying to the question. Yes. You may ask a question, sir, when we don't give the response, what will happen, sir? If response is not giving, what to do, sir? I will explain that also. If response is not coming, what will happen, sir? Ashish, don't think, ma. Don't think like that. So I will tell you that. I will tell you, don't worry. I have all the solutions with me. I will make you wonderful. I will make you wonderful. Return C. Now you see. Now you see line number. Now I will go for it. Now I will go for it. Yeah. Line number 11. Line number 11. Line number 11. Observe. 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 I am after. I am after ending of the function definition. Ending of the function definition. Ending of the function definition. Line number 4, I am beginning the function definition. Line number 11, it is ending of the function definition. Yes, look at now all of you. Preeti, listen, amma. Once your program PVM started executing, line number 4 will print. Line number 4 will print. Output will come. Careful. Line number 5, line number 6, it will not execute. It will not execute. It will not execute. Next, it will come to line number 9, 10, 11. It will execute. It will execute. What is the answer is coming? I am beginning of the beginning of the function, and then ending of the function. Now I am asking, you will get the answer only beginning of the function and ending of the function. Why you are not getting the answer of this? Why you are not getting the answer of this? Can anybody can tell? Why you are not getting the answer of this? Jayashree, very good. Jayashree, very good. So, we are not calling the function. We are not calling the function. Yesterday we told you, every function definition compulsory need function call. Function call. Chaitra, not like that, ma. Not like that. Function calling is not there. Let me show you that. Let me execute. Don't worry. Listen. Execute. Define this. Define this now. Define this. Save this first. Save this. Coming to the point of it. Coming to the point of it. G colon. Now 9 a.m. and save functions. Functions you save it. Now I'm going to say like this. Function example 1. Function example 1. Now I'm coming to the G colon. Coming to G colon. Say there I'm talking about. Say there I'm talking about. So Python 9 a.m. KVR Python 9 a.m. KVR Python 9 a.m. and there we are going forward. Function. Now, okay, what happens? Functions. Then you go for it. Now Python and then see this. What the answer is coming? It is, what happens, ma? Where we saved that program? Okay, it was saved in notes. 1 minute, ma, 1 minute. Yeah, no problem. We will save it into the functions example. No problem. Yeah, now you start. Now you see, I am getting the answer called what? I am from beginning of the function line number 4 and then line number 11 only. It is as good as similar to what? Just for a minute you listen. Because I want to take you everything so sensitively, because I want to make you to attempt, the first attempt only I want to make you wonderful. F of x is equal to x square. This is x square. 1 minute. Next, here I am having g of y is equal to y plus 3. I have y plus 3. So coming to the point of it, here I am writing f of 2, f of 3, I am having f of 4. Then tell me, what are these two things are called? This is called? First of all, function definition. This is called function definition. What these three things are called? Function calls. They are called function calls. Now tell me, function calls. Whenever you call the function, then only function definition will execute. Yes. Whenever you call the function definition, then only it will execute and gives the result. Whenever you call the function, then only function definition will execute and gives the result. Whenever you call the function, function definition will call and gives the result. So we got the result of it. We got the result. Then here you define, but there is no calls for it. We are not calling. Are you getting my point here? Here, this is calling, this is not calling, because you did not call now. That's why. Here also, happily, you come to my point back. You did not call this. Now I am calling. Yes, we are calling the function. Remove this now. Or no problem. Now let us see. Print. Now print, you say. Print. Calling the function. One line I am writing. Now you call. How do you call the function? What is the name of the function? Call sum of, see how it is done. How beautifully this is done. Sum of 10, 20. What is the statement is called? Function call. 10, 20. See carefully how the flow is. Whenever you say this 10, 20, 10 will go to where? This A. 10 will go to this A. 20 will go to where? B. 10 will go to A. 20 will go to B. A and B are called what? Formal parameters. PVM will enter inside of that, processing that A plus B, that is called 30, and then return the value called C. Once it is returning, it will come to the same place where you are getting. I must write here one variable. How I am writing this? RES. I am writing the variable. RES is a variable. Once again, start. 10 is stored in where? A. 20 is stored in where? B. Process that AB. Enter inside. Process that problem solving logic. Processed. And then giving the result back to the place where you are calling. Storing the result into the left side variable. You print that. Lakshmi Billa Lakshmi. What is sum OP? Lakshmi. You are asking one variable. Is sum OP is called, is sum OP is called, is it called, no ma, look at, is it called keyword? Is it called keyword? No, no. I will call Lakshmi, Lakshmi Bhargavi. I will write. So I will write Lakshmi Bhargavi, Lakshmi Laxbar, Laxbar, no problem. Laxbar, no problem. It is after all one valid variable name. Lakshmi Bhargavi is a name I wrote. No problem. It is called function call. See ma, already I wrote here. Very, very clearly I wrote here. What is the point I told you? What is the point I told you? Function name is after all one valid list. Function name, what is that? Where it is? Function name. FUNCN name is a valid variable name treated as a function name. Lakshmi Bhargavi. Are you understanding ma? Lakshmi Bhargavi. Right. Now let it be. I will keep on your name only. I will keep on your name only. Now I will print the result. Print of sum is equal to, I am saying a beautiful property I will write. Format of res. Now I am writing. Here I will write one statement. Beautiful statement I will write it. Print of I am inside of. I am in. Yes, 1 minute. I am inside of function definition. I am inside of function definition. What is the line number 7? Line number 7 you are. Line number 7 you are. Start. First line number 4. Next line number 12. And you are calling the function. It will go to where? Function definition. Execute it and giving the result, and result is printed. And that too, this line number, if you want, 15th line, line number 15th line. See, beautiful statement. Start the execution. No confusion here. What happens? Line number 17, something is done. Yes. Line number 15. What happens, ma? Okay, closing bracket. Yeah, that's why error. Closing bracket. We finished. See the result. I am from line number 4. Line number 4 to line number 11. In middle, there is a function definition. See, whenever you call the function, it is going to the definition and it is going to give you 15th line. Sum is equal to 30. Are you able to follow me? Come on, ma, quickly. Easy. Right. Come on. Once like that, we are calling. Just I am printing. Since you already understood, I am writing sum is equal to. Once again I will call. See that once again I will call. Next part also. Again I am calling. What is that? You see. Again I am calling. What is that calling here? See. What is that? I am saying 100, 200. Again you print it. How many times function can be called? Any number of times. No problem. Any number of times. See, sum is called what? Sum is called line number 7. Called sum, I got it. Line number 7, once again called 30. How many times I am calling my function? One time or more than one time? Am I calling one time or more than one time? Many times I am calling. So this is called minus 100. This is called 100.25. This is called 200.3. 200.3. No problem. 200.2. Execute. Now I got the result. 300.45. This is done. Function is defined how many times? Function was defined how many times? One time. And how many times I am calling my function? Any number of times. That's why I will write here. Sum OP stands for sum operation. Lakshmi Bhargavi. Are you understanding, ma? Sum OP. Here I am writing what? Sum OP. And I am writing sum OP. Lakshmi Bhargavi, are you understanding? Perfect. Right. Now, dear student, this is a done. Same example I want to do differently. Let's follow. First of all, is this example is clear? 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 Is this example is cle Yes. Atulya, we can happily do it into ideally also. Sir, I want to do it in ideally also. Some OP, some OP. Okay. SUM. Some OP, SUM, OP. Some OP. Okay. Here some OP. Some OP is required. Yes. Now, what ma? Shivam is asking something. Shivam is asking something. I got the result. Shivam is asking something. Can I do it in ideally screen? Can I do it in ideally screen? Yes, sir. Happily we can do, sir. How to do in ideally screen? Look at all of you. Let's go to the ideally screen. Yeah, Python, ideally screen. Let's go to that ideally. Let's open. Opening now. Yes, it is open. Now let's go for that new and then say what? File. New file. Paste this logic. Now I am pasting this logic. Super. Some function for calculating. This I will remove. This I will remove. See how many times? How many times? I can run happily. I can run happily. So I will change this logic because already we did now. Some different way I want to do it. Some different way I want to do it. What is the different way? Now see. Here I am running my program again and again. Same result is coming. Here I want to do something different. What is my different? See, x is equal to float of input of enter first value. Enter what value? First value. Enter first value. Enter first value. Yes, ma. Enter first value. Yes, I got it. Next I will get it. Enter second value. Second value. Second value I am going for. Second value. Just if you want more screen, options, help, where it is, edit, somewhere else. That's what I just want to go for that part only. So there it is. Options, there it is called what? 1 minute. Now it is coming. There it is going to be called some 16. Let us take some 50, 20. I will take even 25. I can take 25. Now look at that. Yeah, okay, no problem. Let us coming to this place. Yes, look at that. Some little font size is increased. Guys, are you okay? Are you comfortable with this? That's why this screen is not good, ma. We can't do anything with this screen. That's why I'm trying to tell you in the Edit Plus, which is going to be code is visible for you. Code is visible for you. That's why I'm just preferring that one where you can understand what I'm typing. If you are sitting alone, it is easy for you to understand. But when I'm teaching to hundreds of students, they should understand what I'm typing. That's why I prefer that Edit Plus. Okay, let's go for this x1 and x2. Now you call the function. Now you call this function. How do you call it? Now res is equal to sum op of x1 comma x2. This is x2. I will take it x2. I will take it as x1 comma x2. x1 comma x2. Print. What is this now? Sum is equal to, I am writing dot format of res. Perfect. Res. One more bracket. This line I will write it. This line I am writing. This line I am taking. Yes. This line I will take it. Yes, I will take this line. Yes. Let us save this code. This is called function example 2. Save this code, then save this code, ma. Save it into the location where I have in G colon, where it is 9 AM. Under the functions, you save it. Under the function example 2, Then how do you run it? Now run it. Run module. So see that function line number 4, right? Sampath Kumar, need to follow ma line number 4. No indentation mismatch. I think you did not touch the book at all, right? Enter the first value 12, enter the second value 12.3. I got the output. I am inside the function definition 7, 24 point. Once again you run it. Once again you run it, no problem. Enter the value 23.45, 56.78934, like that. See, got the result. I am inside of the function. Happy? Right? Are you getting my point? Is everything is clear for all of you? Once again you want to run, you can run it. Enter the first value 3, enter the fourth value 4.5. It is called 7.5. Is the result is clear? So you can do the program wherever you like it. Wherever you like it, you can do the program. I hope I am clear. That's why, for more clarity purpose, for you people to get up to some acquainted with the Python programming, I prefer to use Edit Plus, because you can able to see with a user-friendly environment. So you will not have any tension in getting the programming. That's why I will go for first Edit Plus, because it's a user-friendly screen for you. Right? Fine. Shall we move forward? I will tell you in my indexing what are the arguments, what are the actual arguments, what are the formal parameters. There is a big discussion. You follow what I am explaining. Shall we move forward? Yes. Shall I tell you the example number 1? Next example. Next example I will tell. Shall I go for it? Yes. Now I want to go for. Another example I want to go for. Yes. Now open the notes. Open the notes once. Open the notes once. Open the notes once. Open the notes. Mr. Gaurav, follow me. I told you already. Okay. All those things we will come across in my class. Okay. You follow me. I already told you, if you are going out of your coverage area, it is up to you. Because in next, I never consider your doubts also. Be careful. If you are going in your own way, I never consider yours. Just neglect it. And what you are asking, that will be coming in my class. 100% that is. Next is that only. Done. Leave it. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will swap any type of value, which will swap any type of value, which will swap any type of values, which will swap any type of values, which will swap any type of values. Yes, look at carefully. Look at carefully. All of you follow me, because we are entering slowly one by one into the class. If you go in your own direction, we will be leaving you. It's like a thread without kite. Thread without kite. Right. Look at that. With the functions. Add one thing. With the functions. With the functions. Continue. Write down. Add that word. With the functions. With the functions. With the functions. With the functions. Fine. Look at that now. I am going to do with the functions. Look at that. Now I am taking. Now I am taking. Look at that. Fine. What I am going to do now? What I am going to do now? Carefully try to follow. Right. You do it, ma. Look at now. Because all of them, Prabhu, okay, very nice. I am appreciating you. Really, I am appreciating you. Because all people may not be able to do. At least 10% of the people will be depends on sir. Okay, sir, we will understand. Yes, I am getting from most of the people. Sir, we will do. But still, because you are first time coming to the functions, na, that's why. See, now I am coming to, this is called, see, always when I am writing like this, I will call it as a main program. I will call it as a main program. Main program means what? Look at, I am saying some speciality will be there in today class. Swap. Why I am telling this now? Some speciality is there. Swap values. What are the values I am passing? See, 10 comma 20. 10 comma 20. See how carefully we are introducing. What is this line is called? Line number 10 is called what? Yes, ma, please. What is the swap values? 1020 is called. 1020 is called what? When I tell this example, na, you will say, sir, it's really you need to do, you will say. It is called a function call. It is called what? Function call, you will say. Function call. Once a function call is there, where it will go? Where it will go? Where it will go? Function definition. Do you have the function definition here? Do you have the function definition here? No. Will it be error or not? Will it be error or not? Yes, sir. Error. Function definition is not there. It is an error. Let me give you the swap dot py. It is a swap dot py. Let us save it. Let us save it. First understand what you are learning in the class. So 9 a.m. say functions here. Save it. Swap example dot py. Execute and experience it everything. Don't try it blindly. Swap dot py. Error. Error. We have error. Name error. Name. Swap values is not defined. Swap values you are calling. Okay, nice. You are calling swap values, but it is not defined. Na? It is not defined. Not defined. That means without a function definition, we can't do any program. You may call, but function definition is not there. Can you help me in doing the function definition, please? Can you help me in doing the function definition? Which keyword? Which keyword we will write it? Which keyword? Yes, def. Say def. Tell me, def. What is the function name? What is the function name? Lakshmi Bhargavi. What is the function name, Amma? Swap values. Is it a predefined variable? Is it a predefined function? Is it a predefined function? No, sir. It is after all one variable name. After all one variable name of how many formal parameters I will take? How many formal parameters I will take? 2 formal parameters. What are those? A comma B. A comma B. A comma B. Excellent. Now do it. Now do it. Indentation symbol. Indentation symbol. How do you do it now? How do you do it now? How do you do it now? Carefully, carefully follow. I can say 1 minute, ma. All of you. All of you. First, I will print A, B values. First, I will print here A, B values. See, one most powerful answer I want to tell you. Look at ma. Okay, I will write that. Okay, 1 minute. A comma B is equal to B comma A. You are saying, okay, nice. I am appreciating. You got 100 out of 100 marks. Okay, na? This is called which line statement? This is called which line statement? Multi-line statement. Multi-line assignment statement. Am I right? Multi-line assignment statement. Okay, na? Right. Today, what I am doing is, what I am trying to tell you here is, I will print the moment when you are going to say these values, I will print the values. I will print the values. What I am printing is, print original value of original. This is a very important. That's why I am talking. Original value of A. Value of A. Dot format of A printed. Again, I will print original value of B. Whenever it is coming to the function, I am printing the values of AB. Printed. Original values of printed. What is the value printed here? What is the value printed? 10 now. What is the value printed here? 20. Now you exchange. Now you interchange. Swap logic, you write it. Swap logic, you write it. What is the swap logic, ma? What is the swap logic? A comma B is equal to B comma A. Now, return the values. Return the values. Return the values. How do you return? How many values we have to return now? How many values are interchanged? How many values are interchanged? Two values. In Python, happily you can say A comma B. In Python, you can return two values at a time. In Python, here I am writing. In Python, we can return two val. We can return more than one value. We can return more than one value. Generally, in our C language, C++, Java can return how many values? Can return how many values? One value. But in Python, can return how many values? How many values? More than one value. When I am returning more than one value, where they are coming and doing, are you going to get here and here or not? Are you getting here or not? So I'm saying that x1 comma x2, x1 comma x2, x1 comma x2. See, it's two variables. Two variables. Super example this is. 10 is stored in A, 20 is stored in B, and they're printed that values originally. These variables are interchanged, and this value of A is present in x1, value of B is present in x2. Yes or no? Atulya, don't take this x1 and x2 are called local variables. Is it in a function definition? This is called function body. Don't go for that out of the subject, ma. Out of the subject, don't go to it. Now I will print. Now I will print. X1 and x2 are nothing but what? Values of AB will present. Here I will write. See, a beautiful statement I am writing. What is the statement here? Wonderful statement I am writing. What is that? Print of interchanged value. Interchanged value of A is equal to dot format of x1 because x1 because that A value is present here only, because A and B are called what? Formal parameters. I can use here only. So interchanged value of what? Format of x1. Interchanged value, it is called what? B. For example, I am writing what? x2 I can say. x2 I can say. So, okay, right. Okay, done. So, swap values. x1 and x2 are collecting what values? Interchanged values. The main intention of telling this statement is, yes, ma, Rahul, very good. I told bitwise operators also. Yes, magic I will use, ma. Magic also we can use. Definitely we will use magic. So we will told you XOR operator also. Do you remember XOR operator? That also. So x1 and x2 operators I am using here. This program I am telling to you basically to tell you this example. Basically to tell you this returning of more than one value. That is the main intention of telling this example. Other than that, this the complex example I don't want to tell at this moment. I want to tell you return statement returning more than one value. Just follow me. See that original value of AB 1020 and interchanged value of AB is 2010. Other than that, I don't have any intention of telling that. Only one thing I want to tell you. What is that one thing I want to tell you? The return statement can return more than one value. That is the main intention. Suppose if you write A here, if you write B here, A and B are called what? Formal parameters. Can be used inside of the function definition only. We cannot use it into other part of the program. Formal parameters and local variables can be used inside of the function definition only, but not in other part of the program. Let's use it. Execute. You got error. What is that error? Name A is not defined. This is also one more point I want to tell in the class, because these are the beautiful points in the classroom that I want to mention it. Two purposes I came here. One point I want to write here what? See, coming to the syntax for defining a function. What is that? The local variable values, the formal parameters, the values of, that's why I'm coming to this place. The formal params value. The formal params value. Look at that. I'm adding this statement in the function definition. In the points to be remembered place I am writing. So the formal params and local variable values, can be used inside, can be used only inside of corresponding function, corresponding function, corresponding function, corresponding function. That's it, but not outside. Keep in mind, this is a very, very important. The formal parameter values and then parameter can be used inside of the function only, but not from outside of it. This is a very, very important point I would like to address in the class. Are you understanding my concept here? Are you understanding my concept, guys, all of you? So you have virtually seen that example also. When I use AB, these are the formal parameters. You cannot. That's why main intention is to tell about this. Other than that, I am not interested to tell this program at this moment. I will tell you this, but not at this time. Not at this time. I hope you people got it. First function, you be careful. Is it understandable? Today we learned what? Today we learned what? How to define a function. Each today's concept is clear for all of you. Syntax is done. Today I will upload this part for you. Today I will upload this part for you. I will upload. Right. Is it understandable, guys? Fine. Syntax for function, we learned it. And some example, 1 or 2 example. Only this example you try to understand. And tomorrow class, most wonderful concept I will explain. And tomorrow, that too Saturday. Don't go anywhere. Tomorrow I'm going to cover lot of programming examples in functions. Lot of programming examples. You cannot imagine that many things. Actual parameters, formal parameters, arguments. So many things I will explain. Okay now? So shall I stop now? Shall I stop now? Yes, we will stop it down. Tomorrow's class, when I come back, we will explain that entire more number of examples I will explain. More number of examples I will explain. Don't miss the class. Very, very important discussion in the classroom. Okay. Thank you. Good day. Fine. Thank you. So don't miss tomorrow class. It's a very, very important class in tomorrow's session, Amma. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your compliments. So I will upload this classroom notes. You try to practice it. Okay, na? Right. Omkar, I will tell you that Oracle book name, Amma. Oracle book name. I will tell you. Gaurav, until completion of the subject, Ma. Until completion of the subject. Okay? Right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay? So don't miss tomorrow class. Very, very important session in tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. I will upload at the end of the session. At the end of the session, 1 o'clock, I will upload this part. Okay? Right.